Hello friends, welcome back to Raghu Medical Coaching Classes. So today in this video of the ophthalmology playlist, we are going to discuss about the ocular injuries. So under this video, I will be discussing with you about the ocular injuries, their definition, their types and causes. What is a blunt injury over an eye? What is traumatic hyphema? What is a penetrating injury of the eye? Then sympathetic ophthalmitis, its clinical feature and its treatment. And then comes with the chemical injuries to the eye, its grading, clinical feature and the treatment. And then comes with the, I will be dealing with the corneal foreign body and how it is removed. Okay, so let us start with this video. So please stay tuned and please be alert. So ocular injuries. What are ocular injuries? The name itself indicate ocul. Ocul means eye injury, means any trauma or any kind of accident, incident. Okay, any kind of fight. Okay, that tells you about the injury. So ocular injury is nothing but a trauma that happens to your eye, whether it is penetrating or it is only superficial. Okay, or it may be any kind of chemical like acid or alkali. Okay, this all include ocular injury, damage, deterioration, the necrosis, the ischemia, the bleeding, the bruising. Okay, the loss of eye, the loss of vision. This all leads results because of ocular injury. Okay, this is what ocular injury is. What is an ocular injury? Ocular injury is nothing but an deterioration of the ocular tissue or the eye tissue because of the penetrating injury or because of the chemical or because of any kind of accident. Okay, this is called as ocular injury. So what are types of ocular injury? There are as I told you right now, it may be penetrating. Okay, whenever perforate, okay, kind of injury that perforate within your eye, goes within your eye and damage your lens, your retina. Okay, that is perforating injury. Then comes the chemical injury. What is the chemical injury? Whenever acid is spilled over the eye during your laboratory or because of any kind of road attacks, acid attacks are there. Okay, or during any kind of chemical experiments what we are doing in the lab. Okay, at that time something spilled in our eye, that may alkalis or the acid gets spilled in our eye, that may result in chemical injury. Okay, so this may be the other thing, or another thing like bruising, any kind of blunt trauma that has blown someone, someone smashed your face or someone punched over your eye, that may lead to the bruising of your eye. Okay, that this is the bruising. Okay, this is bruising type of the eye injury. So how do you treat? If it is a penetration or complete deterioration of the eye tissue, then evisceration is done or enucleation is done. If any kind of penetrating or something foreign body inoculation is there, so that is removed. So that can be treatment depending upon the cause and the type of the injury. The treatment goes on. Okay, so this was about the ocular injuries. Then next comes with the blunt injury. What is a blunt injury of an eye? So as I told you right now only, so blunt injury is nothing but the blow to the eye that caused, okay, that leads to bruise over this area. Okay, this much area, ocular area, okay, of your face, that is called as a blunt injury, where only the cornea get a little bit abraded. There is bruising of the blood vessels because of the bruising is because of the blood vessels, little bit small capillary damage which happens over the conjunctiva. Okay, there may be irritation over the conjunctiva, inflammation of the conjunctiva as well, that is seen in the blunt injury over an eye. So how do you treat? By just when warm compression or would be the remedy, or if it is a redness of the eye is there, irritation of the eye is there, analgesics can be given and even an anti-inflammatory can be administered. Now comes into what is traumatic hyphema. So what is traumatic hyphema? In the previous lecture classes also I've been telling you what is an hyphema. Hyphema, it is nothing but collection of the blood in the anterior chamber of the eye, the anterior chamber, okay, behind the cornea, in front of the iris there is some space that is called as the anterior chamber where the aqueous humor is present. Now, whenever the blood oozes within this anterior chamber, okay, because of any trauma to the iris or any trauma to the sclera, okay, or any trauma to the lens or interior traumatization is there, or uveal or ciliary body trauma is there, or injury is there, at that time blood oozes out in the anterior chamber resulting in hyphema. So how do you treat this hyphema? Drain the blood, okay, give an antibiotic, give an analgesic. So this will be the treatment for the hyphema, that is traumatic hyphema. So traumatic hyphema should be treated first. It should be considered immediately as emergency because it will cause the ocular infection, because the blood is start oozing out into the anterior chamber. It has to be drained out. So next comes is the penetrating injury of the eye. Penetrating injury or perforating injury, whenever a sharp thing get inside your eyeball, okay, that may damage your lens. Perforating, it goes entirely through your eyeball and crosses your sclera as well. It is called a perforating injury. Penetrating injury, it stays within your eye, it doesn't perforate. Or go apart, away or outside of the eye, get into the eye, get outside of the eye. That doesn't happen in penetrating. Only penetrating, both are lethal, both are emergency condition. You have to treat the patient immediately with an optimum care. At least So immediately, if there is any kind of penetrating injury, don't try to remove the object that has already penetrated, because that will lead to excessive bleeding. Okay, that will lead to excessive bleeding. Wait for some time. You start with the analgesics, start with the antibiotics. Okay, that will be the radical remedy. So after that, go for seeing the situation, or having the scanning done. Then try to remove the penetrated object. So if the tissue is viable, if the perforating injury or the penetrating injury has not caused an excessive damage to the eye, then save the eye. If the perforating injury has caused an excessive injury to the eye, where the immediate evisceration or the enucleation is mandatory, at that time go for enucleation or evisceration. Ophthalmitis. What is the sympathetic ophthalmitis? See, there is infection, or there is injury, or there is surgery in one eye. Okay, and the infections start in response to the injury or the surgery in one eye. That is the normal. But in the sympathetic ophthalmitis, the infection, the injury or the surgery that happened in the one eye, that result not only the infection or the inflammatory reactions in one eye, but also the succeeding eye, where the injury or surgery has not at all happened. This is called a sympathetic ophthalmitis. Okay, the same inflammatory reaction, the pain, the irritation, the inflammation could be seen on the opposite side of the eye where nothing has happened. So this is called a sympathetic ophthalmitis. So you need to treat both the eyes with an optimum care, okay, with an accurate anti-inflammatory, and antibiotics should be given, and even the painkillers should be given, so that to reduce the inflammation, pain, and even the succeeding infection, to stop the succeeding infection. So it was about the sympathetic ophthalmitis. So next comes to the chemical injuries. So again, I told you in the starting of the video, the chemical injuries are nothing but the spilling of the alkali or the acid in the eye. That may lead to damage of the cornea, conjunctiva, sclera. That means if the cornea is excessively damaged, okay, if it is excessively damaged, the person may go blind. So you need keratoplasty to be done. So there are three forms of the chemical injury. There are three grading: mild, severe, and more severe. Okay, more severe or very severe. So this can be the grading, or even okay, this is the normal grading which we do in the chemical injury. So what is this mild? So all the things are very much serious only, because there is abrasion or ulceration of the cornea itself is present in all the three conditions, where it need to be treated immediately. So how do you treat? First, wash the affected eye or the full entire face with the cold water for another 15 minutes. Okay, start with washing with clean water for 15 minutes. It should be a cold water, clean for 15 minutes. Then start with the anti-inflammatory antibiotics. Okay, then check for the visual acuity, and other optometric tests should be done to see whether the eye is functioning or not. Okay, so the test should be carried out to check the visual acuity and all. And before that, the chemical injury should be treated very well. It should be washed with water. Eyes should be washed with water for 15 minutes with the cold water, and then it should be treated with anti-inflammatory and antibiotics. Next comes the corneal foreign body. So how do you review corneal foreign body? What is a corneal foreign body at least? So corneal foreign body is nothing but the inoculation or trapping of the foreign object. Small dust particle would be there, or any kind of flakes would be there of wood, of metal, of a glass, anything that is trapped or the cornea, which leads to corneal abrasion, intensive pain and irritation in the eye. That is called as corneal foreign body. Okay, corneal foreign body leads to intense pain, irritation, and inflammation of cornea, conjunctiva, meaning at least the eye start tearing. There is a lot of pain in the eye. So how do you remove? There is just an flaky kind of motion, just a flaky motion should be there. So by using the 24 or 25 gauge needle we do, and by just flickering over the object, it is removed. It cannot be removed by any kind of, it may lead to surgery also may be needed if it is deep penetrating within the corneal layer and it is lodged within the anterior chamber. So if it is just present over the cornea itself, just flickering with the 24 or 25 gauge needle is much more enough. It cannot be removed by the cotton ended or cotton tipped stick. We cannot remove that thing. We need a needle only. Okay, so this was all about the ocular injury. So thank you for watching my video. Please stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video with so much of patience. So please like and subscribe to my channel if you really like my channel. So till then, take care. Bye.